What's up, y'all? We back. Episode 10, Homeward Bound. I know I've been gone, y'all. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My job has been killing me recently, but I'm back. Look, we back. King Cletus said, other than you and Charles, I trust no one among us. Enemies can be anywhere. They may have already infiltrated the ranks of the guardsmen. King Cletus ponders for quite a moment. Then he looks up and smiles at you. Jess, how would you like to be the first female royal guard of Ethania? What? Yeah. Look at whatever his name is, Hayden. A royal guard. Why? Royal Guard Charles said, exactly. There are a lot of guardsmen I trust, Your Majesty. I can give you a list. Why would you choose a woman, especially a troublemaker like her, Your Majesty? Watch your mouth, Charles. Watch your mouth. King Cletus said, why not? She's resourceful, brave, virtuous. King Cletus lets out a chuckle. What you laughing for? And she's the only woman in the palace who stood up to me when I was being unfair. Having an honest woman like her around me might actually help. I mean, I am kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? Royal Guard Charles said, but, okay, Charles, whatever. We ain't asked for your opinion. Notify the queen, the madams, the concubines, and all the consorts. I want them in the main hall as soon as possible. Got an announcement to make. I know that's right. You can leave Roxanne in her estate. She ain't got to come. Right. Keep her where she at. That's fine. Royal Guard Charles glares at you behind King Cletus while he's talking. Okay, I guess I'm gonna piss off a lot of people today. Charles said, I'm on it, Your Majesty. Charles shakes his head and leaves the study. Go do your job. King Cletus said, I know you would want to be with your lady, so how about this? Mercenaries wouldn't dare break into the palace under broad daylight, so you can stay with Consort Solana during the day. You'll come to the royal quarter at sundown and stay with me until dawn while Josh and Charles take turns patrolling around the palace. If the mercenaries come for me, they'll have to go through Josh and Charles first. You can rest in my chamber, given you'll still be aware if anything happens. You shall be my last barrier. You think you can handle being my royal guard? I mean, that don't sound too bad except the part where I gotta be in that man's chamber. If the mercenaries really come. I'm sure they won't get past Josh, but then it does sound dangerous. I mean, why am I even debating? This is my only shot to sneak inside the relic chamber, right? What about Solana, though? She's gonna be alone at night. You make a questioning eye gesture to Solana. Solana smiles at you and gives you a reassuring nod. Okay, I guess she's fine with it. You shoot King Cletus a firm look. Okay, look, I'm gonna be your royal guard, bro. But I got 3 conditions. Solana said, Jess, you cannot demand His Majesty to... Look at him laughing. He said, it's okay, Solana. Her honesty is why I picked her in the first place. King Cletus smiles at you playfully. What are your terms? Okay, first, I want Raven the maid to take care of Consort Solana in my place, right? And just Raven, not anybody else. She's the only maid I can trust, right? That's my sis. King Cletus said, I understand you don't want Consort Solana unattended, but a lot of empresses in the palace do not have a lady in waiting. The queen does not have one anymore. Neither do Madame Dolores nor Madame Raquel. Okay, y'all, I forgot his points and stuff with this because I was about to shade this man. I forgot. I'm gonna do the second option. I'm gonna do a better job knowing she fine though. I care about Consort Solana, Your Majesty. Knowing she'll be all alone at night, I'll be worrying about her all the time, which may distract me as a royal guard and endangering your life, right? I'll do a much better job if I'm assured that my lady is safe, Your Majesty. King Cletus said, fair enough. I'll make Dolores make the arrangements. What else? Okay, my second condition is that I ain't swearing no oath, bro. He said, why not? I said, you have me become a royal guard to protect you from the green scarves. I can do that, but I will never kill for you. No executions, no killing, no beating. I'm not gonna serve until my last breath without marrying either. He said, oh, you saying you got somebody in mind you want to marry? Look, I'm saying I don't want to be bounded like Royal Guard Charles or Tank Top, Your Majesty. He said, I never intended for you to be a royal guard like either of them. I'll allow you to be a royal guard without swearing the oath. All you have to do will be protecting me after sundown, maybe doing some other light duties. What light duties? Okay, thank you, Your Majesty. He said, what's your third condition? Okay, I will only be a royal guard if I get to pick what I wear, period. He said, why? Can't you just let me admire you in a nice Zubian silk dress? Okay, I'm your royal guard. Not your fancy chamber decoration, right? If you want me to fight effectively, I need to get out of these fancy gowns. He said Ethanian women only wear gowns, from the queen to the maids. Ethanian women do not wear pants or show their legs. Okay, Ethanian women don't become royal guards either. So what we talking about? You want to chance your life on a woman fighting in her pretty gown? He said, fine. Go seek out the tailors in the supply quarter later. Just let them know whatever you want to wear and they'll make it for you. Okay, thank you. He said, now, about your duties. You listen carefully to King Cletus as he briefs you on your royal guard duties. Okay, look at me, y'all running stuff. Meanwhile, the empresses are gathered in the main hall. Raquel said, I'm glad to know Roxanne is happy in my old estate, Your Majesty. I baked some Donberry cookies for Roxanne. I'll have them delivered to her later. Queen Mara said, that's very kind of you. I'm sure Roxanne would appreciate it. But after what happened to Concubine Valia, I made a strict rule for Roxanne. She is not allowed to eat, drink, or wear anything that is not made inside the estate. Dolores said, girl, they just cookies. They just some Oreos, you know what I'm saying? Donberries are good for pregnant women, too. Mara said, Concubine Valia was eating Donberry cupcakes at your estate right before the miscarriage. I'm just being extra careful, girl. Madame Dolores' eyes flashed with a hint of anger. But it fades away in an instant. She said, of course, Your Majesty. I understand. Anyway, I wonder why His Majesty called us here. I overheard the maids talking about Consort Solano's lady-in-waiting. Jenna said, what about her? Apparently, His Majesty took her out for the inspection tour, and they got ambushed. Dana said, what happened then? She said, I ain't hear much, but they all made it back. Andrea said, why would His Majesty take Jess out there? Is it because of Consort Solana? Consort Solana was sent back to the consort quarter before she could finish her night attendance. I highly doubt the king cares about Consort Solana. Look at them gossiping, y'all. Bianca said, look at the queen, acting all powerful again. That ain't even her baby. Penelope said, the queen finally got one of her own consorts pregnant. Now she's going to do anything to keep Roxanne under her wing. Bianca said, naturally, the first thing she did was pushing Consort Solana out the table. Penelope said, the way she was sent out of the royal quarter, even I feel a little bad for her. Gwen said, if you feel bad, help her out then. Belia said, no one deserves to be humiliated like that. We are concubines. There must be something we can do. Penelope said, great idea. Let's all get on the queen's bad side. Right. Gwen said, I don't care. If I would do something, I could. Bianca said, then what's stopping you, girl? You all talk or nah? Weren't you the king's favorite porcelain doll? Penelope said, Gwen ain't been picked for a single night attendance after that draft. Gwen said, I don't care about busting it wide open for that man. Okay, look, His Majesty here. Y'all, not these people running their mouths. Mara said, everyone but Roxanne is here. Is something wrong, Your Majesty? King Cletus said, of course not. I'm here to make an announcement. I'm sure a lot of you heard the rumors. Yes, I took Jess out to the inspection tour. I took her out because unlike any of you, she was raised as a commoner. I could use someone of her expertise and honesty. Arya said, or her pretty face. Ooh. Girl, you too loud. Andrea said, Jess is indeed more beautiful than all of us combined. As long as you know, girl. Bianca said, first my Zubian silk, then this. His Majesty is treating this wench better than the madams. Velia said, girl, relax. It was just an inspection tour. Penelope said, girl, and you was a server around here, serving wine as the queen's lady in waiting. What's your point? It was not Velia's choice. Bianca said, of course not. Crowned concubine Velia. Y'all need to, this is about me. Y'all doing too much talking. King Cletus said, anyway, we were ambushed by 3 mercenaries and Jess fought off all 3 of them. Dolores said, that's remarkable, Jess. A valiant fighter and a woman? You are a treasure. Okay, thank you, sis. Look at Mara hating. King Cletus said, Jess has proven that Ethanian women can be just as strong as any man. To reward her bravery and determination, I've decided to give her a new position. I hereby announce the promotion of the first female royal guard of Ethania, Jess. Period. You hear murmuring across the grand hall. You can see all kinds of facial expressions. Look at them, y'all. There is anger, jealousy, confusion, and surprisingly, genuine happiness. Mara said, I understand Jess is a capable woman, Your Majesty. But women of Ethania are known for their elegance and gracefulness. That's our beauty. Promoting Jess may set a bad example and encourage women to be vulgar. Girl, what are you talking about? King Cletus turns his head and smiles at you. He said, when I see Jess, I see a whole different kind of beauty with strength. I don't see a vulgarity, and I would like more women to be like her. I know that's right. Mara said, of course, Your Majesty. Is Royal Guard Jess going to swear the oath now? Nope. Actually, Jess will not be swearing an oath. She'll be allowed to marry as she wishes, and she will not be my weapon. Her main purpose will be protecting me and assisting me with various light duties. The past Ethanian king set the rules. That means I can change the rules as I wish to. Knowing there is no way to change King Cletus's mind, Queen Mara remained silent. He said, at any rate, I have some matters to discuss with Advisor Arthur. Jess, head to the supply quarter and get your Royal Guard attire done. Don't take too long. I expect you to be on duty starting tonight. Okay, bro. King Cletus said, Dolores, have Raven the maid assigned to Consort Solana after sundowns. Dolores said, right away, Your Majesty. Okay, good. I shall retire to the study then. Yeah. Mar, you got something to say or nah? I was about to say, look. Arya said, Consort Solana, what's up? She said, well, I have to say, I'm impressed. That was a unique way to get power. Jenna said, indeed, being a lowborn without any exceptional traits, bring a lady in waiting who can whore her way up for you. Ooh, my God. Solana said, Jess is not like that, girl. Arya said, no, of all the time you got to spend with His Majesty, how much of it was actually about you? Jenna said, you just a consort who couldn't even finish her first night attendance. The first time is always the most anticipated and feels the best for His Majesty. Imagine how bad Consort Solana had to be for His Majesty to send her out. Ooh, yo. Solana is hard and she ain't accepting the insult. I know that's right, period, Solana. Like Jess said, every man for himself. I can't let people walk all over me like this anymore. You right, Solana. She said, yes, I didn't complete my first night attendance, but at least His Majesty had me in mind. He would think of me again. Both of you have been in the palace before me and y'all still ain't been picked for night attendance. Ooh, you in no place to judge me. I know that's right. Moreover, I have Jess by my side. You better be careful when you talk to me again, right? Jenna said, yes, Jess is the new favorite. So what? It don't change what you are. Solana said, what I am is a consort that has a much better chance of being promoted to concubine than you do. And the only empress in the palace who is close with a royal guard with due authority. I know, so shut up. So shut up. Hating from outside the club. Y'all can't even get in. Solana said, I have better things to do than wasting time on you two. Good day. Right. Good day. Go back to hating and gossiping. Okay, meanwhile, you are causing quite a fuss at the supply quarter. The tailor said, this dress is made entirely of black Zubian silk. His Majesty had us make this just for you. Look, I'm not trying to be the king's new doll, girl. I'm here to protect His Majesty, and I need to be able to move freely. The assistant tailor said, she has a point. Zubian silk does not stretch. She would need something more flexible. Okay, and no more long dresses. I need to run. The tailor said, His Majesty did give us the order to make whatever you desire. Very well. Just tell us how you want it, and we'll make it happen. Okay, I got a few ideas. Why don't you show me all the fabric? She said, of course, please follow me. Okay, get me out of this dress, you know what I'm saying? It's cute, though, but still. Okay, Madame Raquel's old estate. Queen Mara said, you sure this will be safe enough? Roxanne said, yes, Your Majesty. My mother taught me well. It may look very bad, but it's only going to give a minor headache. A small price to pay. Mara said, I just want to make sure you and the baby will be safe. This baby has to be born at all costs. Roxanne said, I don't understand though, Your Majesty. If Jess is the problem, shouldn't she be the target? Why go through all this trouble for someone else? Queen Mara said, she's the center of attention right now, and the king already knows how we feel about her. Doing anything to her directly would just lead everything back to us. We do this by eliminating the elements that make her strong. That's how we weaken our enemies and defeat them flawlessly. I mean, she got a point, but I still don't like Mara. Back at the supply quarter. Okay, look at me, y'all. Okay, that's more like it. The tailor said, this is way too improper, Jess. People will be talking. What about my body? Have my body tea? You know what I'm saying? It's not traditional, but then Ethania never had a female royal guard in history. People would get used to it. The tailor said, well, out of the 5 outfits we made, 2 of them are not black in color. They're also extremely revealing. Yep, and that. But the most important of all, ruby is the queen's assigned color. I strongly recommend you don't pick that one. Okay, the king said I can wear whatever I want to, so this is my choice, right? She said, very well then. What's your pick? Okay. This choice will not grant any influence points. You can choose freely. Okay, look. Okay, what's the feisty ruby? Okay, the best outfit to piss off the queen. Okay, that's cute. Hold on. What else? Let's look at everything, y'all. Black Zubian silk is what the king wants me to wear. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, what else? Dojo practice set. Is that what I was just wearing? Okay. What else, y'all? The Golden Phoenix. I mean, that's kind of cute, but I don't know how I'm a like. How can I run in them heels? Them stilettos. Okay. What's the last one? Royal Guard Black. I mean, I kind of like that though. I'm not even gonna hold you, y'all. I'm gonna follow the rules, kinda, and I'm gonna wear this because this kind of make me look like a royal guard, and that's the whole point. I want to look like a royal guard, so we gonna do this one. I do want to piss off the queen though. I ain't even gonna hold you. This is who I am though. Look at me in my tank top. You know what I'm saying? This will be my royal guard attire. The tailor said a great choice. Although it'll take some time for people to get used to your attire. At least you do look like a royal guard and worthy of being by His Majesty's side. Okay, my worthiness ain't decided by what I wear, period. Anyway, thank you for the outfits. She said it was my duty. Okay. Look at me, y'all looking cute. I really wanted to piss off the queen, though. I ain't even gonna hold you. I really wanted to piss off the queen. Wear that red number. Look at me, tank top. I'm like you. I'm looking like you. Hey, comrade. John said, Jess, His Majesty is with company at the moment. You should look at all them looking, hating. King Cleveland said, there you are, my new royal guard. What's up? What's up? Pulling up to the party. Let's go. Your Majesty. King Cleveland scans you up and down with a satisfied smile. He said, that is an interesting royal guard attire. Quimar said, this is nothing like what a proper Ethanian lady would wear. He said, it may not look traditional, but it'll let Jess run and fight freely. Considering her new position, I do think it's necessary for her to dress like this. I'll be counting on you to defend me when the time comes. Okay, it's an honor to serve, Your Majesty. Madame Dolores said, Jess is our first and only female royal guard. You'll be an inspiration to a lot of Ethanian women. King Cleta said, indeed. After dinner, Josh will accompany me for a walk in the garden. Meet me there tonight and walk me back to the royal quarter while Josh starts his patrol around the palace. Okay, yes, Your Majesty. Okay. Look at Solana. Hey, sis, you dancing again? Solana said, that's what you wear. Yeah, girl, the king approved it. I'm good. Why you always dancing anyway? Right. Not like it's doing you no good. She said, Consort Jenna and Consort Arya picked on me today. Okay, where they at? She said, it's okay, Jess. I talked them down. Okay, you talked them down, Solana. She said, don't act so surprised. Like you said, every man for himself. If I want to survive in the palace, I have to be stronger than this. I know my strength and I will not be afraid to use it. Period. I need to practice my Athenian dancing for the upcoming Grand Conference. Okay, what's the Grand Conference? She said the Grand Conference is a meeting for Athenia and the emperors from the neighboring kingdoms. It's held once every 5 winters at Athenia. Okay, neighboring kingdoms. How many kingdoms we talking about? She said there's Zubia, where Madame Raquel is from. There's Haral, Lotharic, and the strongest kingdom, Gregolia. Okay, Gregolia. The Gregolian king caused the death of concubine Lynette. Wonder if it's the same king. Solana said, you know something about Gregolia? I mean, I heard a little bit about it from Tank Top, but it's long ago. What's this grand conference about? She said it's very important, as it ensures a bond between the 5 kingdoms. The 5 emperors exchange tributes and sign treaties and establish a truce. In a way, the grand conference keeps the peace between the 5 kingdoms. Okay. How is it related to you and Ethanian dancing? I still don't understand. She said during the grand conference, Ethania will entertain the emperors with various performances. There'll be Ethanian dancing and dueling between warriors. If I get to dance in front of His Majesty, maybe he'll notice me again. Okay, that's a lot of work just to have the king's attention, Solana, right? She said, that's the only choice I have. I'm good at dancing. Okay. Dancing and emphasizing. You look out the window and see it's almost sundown. Okay, I gotta go, Solana. Solana said, "You can laugh at me, Jess. I don't mind." Girl, I ain't laughing at you. I think you need to unwind a bit. Come play a game with me. She said a game. Yeah, a game I played with Angel when we were young. It's called hide and seek. Come on. She said, fine. Okay, we about to play. Okay, this is a good spot. She said, I'm fine, Jess, really. You don't have to do this. Right. No, you can use a laugh, girl. Come on. At least give me a chance to cheer you up. She said, okay, what do we do? Okay, well, it's hide and seek. I hide, you seek me out. If you catch me, you win. Solana said, that's unfair. You can run so much faster than me. Okay, girl, fine. I'll hide in a spot. If you find me, I won't run. She said, okay, where you gonna hide? How can I find you? Girl, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the game. Solana ain't supposed to tell you. Okay, this is what you gotta do. You turn around and close your eyes while I find a spot to hide. Since I don't know how you people count your time, how about this? That song you sang to me when I was unconscious in bed, loop that song 10 times in a row and do it loudly so I know when you're almost done. You can try to find me afterwards. She said, okay, do I start now? Yeah, turn around, start singing. Okay. You hide behind a pillar as Solana's beautiful voice echoes around the garden. Okay, I hope this works. After a while, Solana's almost done singing. Okay, come on. King Cletus said, who's singing out there? Okay. Y'all, this is a setup. This is a scheme set up by Todd. King Cletus said, this song, I heard this before. Josh said, this is Consort Solana singing, Your Majesty. He said, Consort Solana? Such a beautiful voice. Wonder why she's singing alone in the garden. Josh said, Consort Solana has been having a hard time, Your Majesty. He said, how so? She didn't do anything wrong. Josh said, there are rumors going around about her not finishing her first night attendance. King Cletus said, since when do you gossip about empresses and their night attendance? Josh said, I'm blind, Your Majesty. I hear things. He said, well, I guess I should invite Consort Solana to my chamber tonight so I can listen to more of her singing. Josh said, shall I escort Consort Solana to your chamber, Your Majesty? He said, no, Josh, I'll escort her myself. Jess is supposed to be here soon. I don't want her to catch a cold while waiting for me here. Wait for her here, then just show her around the royal quarter. Get her familiarized. Go back to the usuals once she's settled. Josh said, of course, Your Majesty. Okay. Y'all look at me setting up my friend. I know that's right. Look at Solana still singing. King Cletus said, well, here I am. I came back to you. Solana said, Your Majesty, my apologies. I didn't hear you. King Cletus said, you sing beautifully. She said, thank you, Your Majesty. He said, I'm heading back to the royal quarter. Would you like to come and sing for me, Solana? She said, it'd be my honor, Your Majesty. He said, shall we, my little nightingale? She said, yes, Your Majesty. Why are you looking like that? Okay, that went well, y'all. Josh said, you can come out now, Jess. How you know I'm here? He said, I can hear you breathing behind that pillar. There's no way you would leave her alone out there. So the only person who can be behind that pillar is you, Jess. Okay, that's quick thinking, but still creepy. Right. Josh said, well, I'm sure you eavesdropped enough to know what we have to do now. Okay, I know. Let's head to the royal quarter then. Tank Top, don't be acting like that towards me, Tank Top. Josh said, I'll show you around the royal quarter. Other than the chambers, there's the grand dining hall, the bathhouse, 2 kitchens, and most importantly, the relic chamber. Okay, the relic chamber. That's where I need y'all. Be cool, Jess. Don't let Josh hear you. Right. Josh said, since you sneaked around the royal quarter before, I assume you already know your way around here. Feel free to patrol around. Just stay away from His Majesty's chamber, for obvious reasons. You can go anywhere else as a royal guard. Okay, anywhere else? Even the relic chamber? He said, yeah, you can enter the relic chamber as a royal guard. Okay, yeah. He said, you would be curious about that. Well, I'll show you where it is before I go patrolling there. Okay, that'd be nice. Thank you, Tank Top. He said, this way. Look at my outfit, y'all. I'm cute. Royal Guard Josh leads you down hallway after hallway as you memorize the way to the relic chamber. Finally. Okay, we in here. You start scanning the relic chamber almost immediately. There are a lot of interesting items in the relic chamber, but most importantly, the journal of Wade the Outsider is sitting right next to you. Okay, I'm coming home, baby. Let's go. Josh said, I guess you're gonna enjoy yourself in here. I'm on patrol then. Don't break nothing. Okay, I'm gonna say thank you for helping Solana out. Back there at the garden with His Majesty. Thank you for helping Consort Solana out. He said, just telling His Majesty the truth. Okay, you could have kept quiet about the rumors too, but you didn't. Josh said, Consort Solana didn't deserve to be humiliated. I may not have emotions, but I still know right from wrong. I better get going then. Patrolling should be easier now without you raising a ruckus out there. You see a slight smirk on Josh's face as you chuckle. Okay, you grit. Look at me pointing at him. Okay, you grit. I guess you do have emotions after all. Josh said, I need to stay away from you. I lose my restraint when I'm around you. Ooh. People normally avoid me, but you somehow keep getting me involved. You are bad for my training, my duty, everything I am. Okay, it ain't that bad, bro. You need to unwind once in a while. It's good for you. He said, no, girl. So I'm going now. Okay, you too serious. I bet I can make him laugh. Josh, tank top. Okay, not him ignoring me. He starts walking away. Josh, I'm talking to you. Oh, I said I'm taking this. You saw a tiny clay idol on the display shelf. Okay, I like this clay idol. I'm gonna take it. He said, put that back, Jess. You ain't supposed to touch nothing in here. Okay, well, stop me then. You giggle and start running out the relic chamber. Josh said, get back here, girl. Look at me playing. Oh, Lord. Josh. He chases you down the hallway and tackles you down. He said, you shouldn't have done that. This is a serious crime. You roll over with a playful smirk, only to find Josh's face barely an inch away from yours. Okay. Warm air brushes your cheeks as the handsome face above you is panting from the chase. Oh, I'm gonna caress his face, y'all. Josh, tank top. You reach out your hand and run your fingers through his white hair. His cheek, his defined jawline. Josh has a confused look on his face, but he shows no means of stopping you. Suddenly, he reaches his hand too and starts feeling your facial features with his fingers. He gently runs his thumb along your forehead, your nose, your cheek, your chin, your lips. Although he can't see with his eyes, you know he's trying to paint an image of how you look in his head. Okay, y'all, we gonna kiss him. I'm gonna kiss Josh. I'm gonna kiss Tank Top. You lift your head up and place your lips on Josh's. Unable to. Okay, look, yo. Tank Top kissing me. Let's go. I told y'all we doing the romance option. Unable to restrain himself, Josh closes his eyes and kisses you back passionately, caressing your cheek. Look at us, y'all. Then he pulls away abruptly with a troubled look. He said, no, what have I done? I mean, you feeling the kid, you know what I'm saying? This should have never happened. Okay, Tank Top, relax. He said, I can't see you again. You'll be the end of me. What you talking about? He said, put that idol back in the chamber and never mention this to anyone else. We are royal guards. I know you didn't swear the oath, but I did. No one can know what happened tonight. It can get you killed. Okay, it was just a kiss, Josh. Relax. He said, this is not how the palace works. Not how royal guards work. Just do as I say and don't talk to me again. Stay away from me. Oh, Tank Top, that's just gonna make me want to do this even more. What you talking about? With Royal Guard Josh gone, you head back to the relic chamber alone. Okay, this is a huge journal. You keep flipping the pages, skipping a lot of text that you don't comprehend. Suddenly, a note falls out of the books. Okay, what's this? It appears to be a handwritten note. Okay, what does this mean? An opening, a glider. Was Wade building a glider to get out of here? What was the opening in? I'm gonna have to read more into the journal to find out more information. Probably shouldn't stay here for too long and raise suspicion. You tug the note in your clothing and leave the relic chamber. Okay. Knowing Solana is still in the king's chamber, you just wander around the royal quarter. The next morning, you head back to the consort quarter and wait for Solana. Okay, look at Solana, y'all. Well, look who it is. Okay, concubine Solana, your grace, period. Solana said, hush, Jess, I'm still Solana. Can't believe you pulled that little stunt on me last night. Okay, look, some people just need a little push, sis. Raven said, Jess, what's up, boo? She said, something happened at Madame Raquel's old estate. You should check that out. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, duty calls, girl. Please excuse me, your grace, period. She said, be careful. Okay, what happened at, is it Roxanne? Josh said, like I said, I don't know how it happened, and I have nothing to do with this. Queen Mara said, Charles found the poison in your chamber, and you were the royal guard assigned to patrol around here last night. Charles said, I've investigated the area. There are no signs of intruders. This is an inside job. You walk into an angry Queen Mara glaring at an emotionless royal guard Josh. Okay, Josh seems calm. This is probably nothing. Mara says, seize this traitor and use whatever way you can to get the truth out of him. Okay, hold on for a second. What y'all talking about? Mara says, stay out of this, you fictitious wench. Charles said, you are not a real royal guard, Jess. Don't interfere. Josh said, just get out of here, Jess. Y'all shut up. I ain't leaving nothing. I am a royal guard. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't leaving nowhere until I know what happened. Corey Barr said, if you must know, royal guard Josh poisoned Roxanne last night. Poison? What happened to her? Mara said, Roxanne was just taking a walk outside the estate, and royal guard Josh force-fed her some kind of poison. Roxanne barely made it out alive. She almost had a miscarriage. She's resting inside right now. Okay, what this got to do with Tank Top? Charles said, I found the rest of the poison in his chamber. Moreover, I was assigned to patrol the west side of the palace. This was on Josh's patrol route. Okay, when did this happen? Mara said, just after dinner time. Roxanne goes for a walk after dinner every night, and Josh knew it. Okay, that wasn't Josh. Josh and I were... Royal Guard Josh cut you off before you could finish that sentence. Josh said, it was me. I was here last night. Seize me then. I won't resist. Tank Top, what you talking about? You was with me last night.